Hello, everyone. This is Discovering Myself, episode 4, and this is day 60 for me on HRT. Few things have changed since the last time we talked. My hair is getting longer. I'm starting to be able to do a little bit with it finally. Yeah, let's see what to go over. We'll start with some of the things. I had my next laser appointment to have my facial hair removed, and I think she got a little more aggressive with this time because she was asking, "Well, how does it look so far?" And I said, "I didn't notice a whole lot of change." So I think she went all in this time to uh, make sure something does start changing. I mean, it's probably a little thinner, but I didn't really notice a whole lot of difference so far. The IPL, on the other hand, has been working. I've been noticing it in certain spots, particularly uh, my upper arm hair has pretty much stopped. Across my stomach has stopped. And my legs are pretty much stopped as well. I still have a little bit like chest hair still going. I still got it around the wrist that wants to keep being persistent, but for only being think 3 or 4 sessions in on the IPL, it's definitely having a result. Certain things it's unquestionably changing. I mean, it's like especially like my stomach, like there's just patches where there's just no hair coming back. It's like, oh yeah, that is really working amazing. That's pretty incredible. Um, but yeah, still figuring out hair care. Obviously, I'm starting to be able to actually do some flips with it. It's still, but because it's not all that long. But uh, yeah, I've been experimenting with some hair products and stuff like that as time goes on, uh, and getting a better hang of things. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. A big change that's happened, I noticed, because I've been on a very regimented gym schedule that I've been following. Like I do the same exact thing every time I go every week. And I noticed a huge drop in my stamina, and my recovery's gotten way longer too. And like I can push myself into getting sore, which wasn't happening before. It's like, whoa, I've been going to the gym, what, 13 weeks, and now all of a sudden I'm running into problems. So, hey, it can only be a few things, and pretty sure it has a lot to do with the T levels dropping and causing these issues. So yeah, big baseline shift there. And it hasn't been that big a deal. I just changed the routine a little bit lighter than it was before. And the big thing is fueling and hydrating before I go is so much more critical now than it was beforehand. Yeah, like I got to get some, like I prefer walnuts, just plain shelled, unsalted walnuts. Eat a bunch of that before I go. Drink a lot of water before I go, and that helps immensely. I mean, definitely a difference there. I just got to make sure to do that because if I forget, I go to the gym and I just completely run out of energy. It's like, holy smokes, that is something else. I mean, huge difference. But I guess that was, I mean, one of the things that happens. You know, you're going to have energy issues, and the other one is my sleep has gone up so much since before. Um, I mean, part of it, the gym has helped heal my back injury I had 3 years ago so much. I mean, I don't have any pain, you know, when I wake up in the morning from my back like I used to. Um, so that's helping for sleep longevity. But there's also, I'm going to bed a whole lot earlier, a lot than I did before. So a 5 or 6 hour night for me was my typical norm. And now 8 to 10 is becoming the norm now, which is crazy. But I guess this is like a temporary thing too, as your body adjusts. That should taper back down quite a ways. Um, but right now, yeah, lots of sleep. And speaking of tapering down, it seems like my emotions that I mentioned last time with the moodiness and stuff like that, that seems to have smoothed out a little bit too. Like I feel almost like I'm back to just the normal way now. There's things, but it's not as bad now. The next 30 days, when I go back with all my blood work to see where we're at and if they're going to increase my estrogen levels, will it come back again? Probably. But yeah, overall, feeling great. Like really feeling good. It's like it's pretty amazing the difference there uh, about how much has changed in time here, and I actually want to cover a little bit more on that later. Um, yeah, like my confidence is so much better. I'm so like if somebody even just remotely asks me something, I'm like ready to say, oh yeah, well, guess what, you know, I'm not even worried about it anymore. It's great, and the couple people I have told, they're awesome about it. They're always wanting updates. Hey, what happened? What changed this week and stuff like that, and asking all kinds of crazy questions, and that's wonderful. I love that. That is super cool. I really appreciate that. Um, uh, the patches. I use patches. I think I mentioned for getting my estrogen. I don't use pills because of my age. And if you are, in your 40s plus, they're probably going to put you on patches as well. Um, I've been having some trouble getting my hands on them here lately, and like the last time I got my refill filled, they literally like I was due to change the patch on Sunday, and they only got it in like Saturday afternoon. I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous for getting my hands on these things. So I tried getting them to early fill a refill for me, and they're like, no, we won't do that. So, all right, but I want to have spare patches on hand if we do have a situation where, and it's not the end of the world if you miss a week. I mean, that's not going to change much. The spiralactin, you don't want to ever miss that. You want to take that every day, exactly the same time, exactly the same way. But yeah, the estrogen, you got, if you miss a week, or just leave the patch on for 2 weeks, if you can get a patch to stay on for 2 weeks, you'd be fine. But I'm like, I don't want this headache. I want to have a spare box. So I went online and tried one of these, online RXs and mentioned, this is what I'm on. Just want to have one spare box on hand. Will you fill the prescription? They're like, yeah, we'll fill it. Of course, it costs more doing it that way because there's no insurance or anything. You're just paying for it out of pocket, but it's one time. And I'll just put that box into rotation. That way it'll stay fresh. Don't have to worry about an expiration date on it or anything like that. And the only thing I would change is if they do up my dosage at the end of my 90 days. So I'll be on the lower dosage for one more month. No big deal. But that way I just keep cycling it. It won't go to waste. It'll all get used one way or another. Let's see what else. Oh, keeping those patches on. Boy, did I find the way to deal with that. They uh, if you have a patch on by day 6, day 7, it's looking pretty ratty. I mean, it's not great. And I've actually just been keeping them in place as best possible well, I was just wearing some yoga shorts to just hold that patch tight to your till you get through, your day 7, and you can change it on, on that next morning. But I found, and I think I think it was from a Reddit post. Somebody recommended it. 3M Tegaderm film tape or whatever you want to call it. It's a breathable film. They use it for like protecting tattoos after they're done and stuff like that. It's like a second skin type thing, and it's really super thin. You barely don't even know it's on there. But I put that on over top the patch. Night and day difference. Night and day. There's no bunching of the patch. There's no peeling of the patch. it stays put. It looks like the day you put it on at 7 days. It's like, yes, that is wonderful. You don't have to think about it, always worrying if you're tearing it off by accident or peeling or bunching or anything. It's stick it and forget it until frickin' 7 days later. It's like, yes. So that's something you're going to want to keep in mind if you're on the patch route. I mean, Tegaderm film. I forget what the heck. If you look up Tegaderm, you'll find the stuff. So, yep, that's what I did there. And let's see. Just gonna look through here real quick. I think I got just about everything. Oh, except that one. Yeah, the big one. The big one. How do I forget about the big one? Yeah. The breast buds started about 2 weeks ago. Uh, and even some breast mass beginning just on the left side for whatever reason. They again, it's one of the things it does that. There's no symmetry at first, so yeah. The breast buds have begun surprisingly early. I did not expect that to start already. I thought it would probably be more after the 90-day thing. So yeah, that was about 2 weeks ago. I first noticed something was up. So now 2 weeks have passed, and they get quite sensitive to being bumped for sure. And I don't know if it's going to get more or not, but it gets your attention when you bump into something like they said it would. Imagine that. So, yeah, that's starting early. And it's funny because uh, the people I've told, I've mentioned that to them too, and they're getting a good laugh out of that. It's like, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of hoping, maybe some facial features would start changing before that, but got to take it as it comes, right? So, yeah, you can't really tell anything when I'm standing upright. And I didn't even notice the breast mass either until I like leaned forward or something. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's especially since they're different. Uh, yeah, you can tell. It's like, okay, yep, that is starting to build up. So pretty crazy. And I guess they also say as long as you got the tenderness of the nipples, it means the breasts are developing. So and they're tender, so they're developing. I don't know how long it takes. It's probably a very slow process. I'm assuming of mm, a year, maybe. I think, but you hear so you hear so many different things on the internet. It's so hard to tell for sure. I mean, some people brag how it happens within the first couple months. Other people say, "Oh, it never happens at all." It's like, and again, it is genetics, depending on what happens. So, but yeah, it seems a little early to me. So maybe my genetics are favorable, more favorable. I don't know. So that's yeah, that's going to be something coming up. Probably more in conversation as we go, and I may have to start thinking about, you know, a sports brawl or something at some point. So it's going to happen. Going to need to do something about it. But yeah, last thing I wanted to cover was just just the other day I was really thinking back now, you know, about my lowest spot, say November, December, when I was really confused about things and what was going on, and just how vulnerable I felt and out of control, not knowing what was going where at that point yet, versus today. And it's like, man, I'm in so much better spot than I pictured myself being back then. Like, it was almost like back then you're thinking the world is going to end, having to come out and, you know, let the public know about things like this. And now it's like, I don't care anymore what the public thinks. That is such a huge shift from what I was worried about before. And I kind of almost wish, and I'm going to suggest to you, viewer, if you're out there on the fence thinking about this and you haven't told anybody, uh, if I can offer this one suggestion, reach out. Reach out to someone. Reach out to, a counselor, or call a therapist, or even an endocrinologist. Go just reach out. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you're going to get judged. I get it. That's how I felt. It's like, oh my God, these people are going to judge me for this opinion. They're not there to judge you. They're not. They're not. In fact, everyone I've spoken to in the professional field has been nothing but helpful. Even the laser clinic is curious and always asks questions. Hey, how's it going, and all that. Nobody is judging you. It's don't worry about that. And almost more important, and almost as important, is don't think of it as, if you do reach out, you have to then proceed. There's nothing is cemented down that way. You are still free to decide to do whatever you want. All you're doing is talking to somebody, just trying to help you get your mind wrapped around things. So yeah, don't just talk to somebody. Don't bottle it up. I wish I didn't bottle it up. I even talked about this to my therapist. I said, yeah, now I'm fine. Everything's going fine. I wish I would have reached out to you back then. That's when I needed you. I needed, to talk to somebody, and I was too afraid to at that time. So don't do that. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it inside you. It, it it's not going to help. it's it just, the help is when you finally talk to somebody. Like the first person I told was the endocrinologist, and it's such a huge weight off your shoulders when you finally let somebody know what's going on inside your mind. So yeah, just reach out to somebody, talk to them. Again, if if you don't want to be a friend or a family member, literally just go, pay the money for a specialist, who doesn't know you from anybody else, and just talk, and guarantee it's going to help. I guarantee everything will definitely help if you do that. All right, that I think is about it for this session. Again, I don't know what will come up the next time. Um, Probably going to be a month in between like this. Like, I'm figuring the next time I'll talk to you, it'll probably be my next visit to the endocrinologist to see if they're going to up my doses and stuff like that. And we'll see where we go and see if I can do more with my hair by then. And that should be it. So thank you for watching if you made it this far, and see you on the next one.